Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another live broadcast where I'm Richard Listens, host of the Richard Listens Show. I am Richard Oelberger, clinical psychologist in Los Angeles, and I am moderating a series of weekly interviews where we bring you business owners, in particular the topic of the day: how do you survive and manage through the quarantine, coping with the coronavirus, and what outlook or tools or tips can you use and apply to come out of this situation thriving on the other side. To stay in touch with me, please look for me at Instagram at Richard Listens, and you can visit my page, patreon.com/Richard Listens, for advanced content and to become one of our weekly subscribers. Today, I have with me the CEO of PPC Winner, Mr. Yuval Ben Nun. Thank you for joining us today.
Good
How are
morning.
things on your side of the globe?
It's night here, so for me, good night.
I always forget that part.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
dark
So,
outside.
yes. How is your day today? How are things managing day to day as a CEO of online e-commerce business?
So today was, it was a bit different. I've been at home for the last 3 weeks, and I started like full steam ahead, working 14, 15 hours a day sometimes, and it became very hard. And all of a sudden, I found myself during the last weekend, just past weekend, thinking that I should do more for myself and less for, in order not to only work, but be able to keep my mind fresh and think about things. So I started to read after over 10 years, I think. I read a book.
Wow.
And this morning at 6 a.m., I went out for a walk. And in the afternoon, I went out for a walk with my girls. So it was like, I was working the 10, 11 hours today, but I was doing it in a different way, leaving more time for personal time. Even though during the last 3 weeks also, I'm having meals with my girls and my wife, and we're having the breakfast together, lunch, dinner usually. But I was working really, really hard sitting here. I have an home office, which is, I think, easier than others, but it's tempting. So I'm here from the morning till midnight. And it's
Yeah, it sounds like you took it to the next level. I mean, last video we had, you shared about having the meal time and that quality time, but now extending it into some personal self-care time, which we know as a CEO is a real challenge. The long, grueling days, like you mentioned, I spoke about it a few times throughout the week, that you went from 10 hours of meetings now to 10 hours of Zoom calls, which allow you for zero breaks or transitions in the car. So that's great that you're adding in some exercise and some personal time to clear your head. And in sports psychology, which is a field I'm focused on, doing that mindfulness work, taking that time where you're quiet and reflecting on your goals or your day ahead is equally as important. And they just had an article yesterday on how swimmers are using that in the Olympics coming up. So maybe those walks in the morning will be where some of your most creative business strategies are created.
no Olympics.
How about?
By the way, no Olympics soon.
I know.
They were
I
just
just got off.
canceled.
I got off a conference call Friday with Maccabi International. They postponed it to 2022, I believe.
Yeah.
Supposed to be 2021. So hopefully that won't postpone my visit over to see you guys too long. But that was a disappointing development for all the athletes that are spending time preparing. Like the rest of the world, so many adjustments being made. Any other lifestyle changes, Yuval, or changes in which you relate to your employees now that you are living in a quarantine?
I think that also this was evolving also. We had a call today with the team, and when we started, I was very used, to see everyone every day, and we had like a morning meetings every day. But at the end of the day, besides saying hello, everybody knows their tasks. So we moved like for twice a week if needed more than that. And we're doing like we have shared files that we have our tasks ready, and we evolved into real live online organism, I think, that works together. And it's really and I see it happening around me. And we're coming from the e-commerce environment, and we saw a growth in e-commerce of hundreds of percent sometimes in different segments, and people are evolving. And I think that things will never be the same after these few months, hopefully.
Yeah. So how about that? Any projections you're taking forward into the second quarter, ways of doing business differently, maybe that you've picked up from strategies or ways in which you're going to approach business, just
I
based
think
on
that
what we've
I think
learned?
one of the things that we've been doing, and we evolved into it in the last few weeks, and I think the peak is in the last week or so, is that we're trying to focus on, we discussed this last week about going to basics, but I think we took it another level ahead. For example, we have a financing company that we're working with, and we just closed a deal for our clients to help them financing through the next 90 days, because we believe that within 3-4 months, things will change back and they will be able to work. So we're trying to, all models, I think, shifting into adjusting, containing, and trying to move ahead. Now, another thing that I heard in the last few days from friends, and I felt that I'm doing the same, basically I'm doing the same, is when things are not the same right now and business is not as usual, but on the other hand, you have time to plan your future. So if you're strong enough and you're saying, I'm not going to spend too much money right now on marketing, on things that won't work, and I need to go to basics and try and save money. But on the other hand, you have a lot of time under your hands to plan the future, and the future is near. Either it's 4 weeks ahead, 8 weeks ahead, 12 weeks ahead. It's a short time. So you have the time. I talked with a CFO of a very big company the other day. He's a friend of mine, and he told me that he's working more than ever. And I told him, what are you doing? You're not selling anything right now. And he said, no, we're planning the future. We're taking the time now to plan the future.
And that's the key to any successful business, is taking a look at a vision and creating annual goals. And I've been recommending one of the books you recommended reading that I've been powering through was Simon Sinek's Leaders Eat Last. And it takes a look at CEOs and successful strategies. So a good read for any of you who are looking for how to lead your business and steward it forward through this crisis and through the rest of 2020 as we hopefully move out of this and back towards a healthy and balanced way of living. Well, thank you for being with us, Yuval, and we also and thank you. You've inspired me to get up early and walk. So that's my commitment to you. We also have with us today small business owner of creative media, Mr. Patrick Hunter, joining us from Los Angeles, California. How are you doing today, Patrick?
Good, Richard. Thanks for having me on. It's great to be here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've got my lemon tree behind me, so my outdoor office is suiting me well.
Looks great. Looks great behind you. Looks great.
Little rain in Los Angeles. Everything's green, so it's good. Neighbors are coming by and borrowing my lemons and oranges. So I just hope one of them makes me like a lemon meringue pie. But one can wish. Or I can learn how to make it myself. That might be the better way to use my time.
That's something to do in quarantine.
I see a lot of people making a lot of amazing family meals. Patrick, how are you thriving in a crisis? And for our listeners today, what areas can they, focus on?
Yeah. So thanks for having me on again. So basically what I focus on is video marketing and social media. And these are two very important things that you can be focusing on right now as a small business, as a big business. While we're stuck at home, we need to be thinking about when the world wakes back up that we're going to be able to hit the ground running with whatever plans that we are creating now. We are going to wish that we had this time. So everybody that's sitting at home right now and saying that they're bored or saying that they can't do this or that is wrong. I mean, all it takes is a mobile phone and you can build an empire off of that. And don't let the limitations of I can't do this or that just because you think you can't, because there are many people that if you look at social media that have proven that you can. And what I tell all my clients right now is like, just because we're not filming in person, or we're not doing anything productive in the time, like we can still be working on our social media presence. And I challenge all of my clients to make weekly videos, and I challenge all of my clients to post weekly. And this is something that is very important. And video is going to take over the internet in the next couple of years. They're saying that video is just going to be the ultimate platform for conversions. And so that's something that I try to, you know, stress with my clients, is to make sure that we're pushing video, and that we're pushing it on as many platforms as we can. So that's kind of how I'm thriving right now. Right now, I'm very blessed because all of my clients are pushing forward, and it's kind of business as usual for me for the last couple of weeks. I know that the world is different right now, but for me, the day to day, other than having my girlfriend and my daughter here all the time, and working around those challenges, it's been day to day, and I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, it sounds like you've worked out quite a bit of work-life balance, and that's refreshing to hear that business owners are still investing in the creative parts of their business, which live on YouTube and on their websites. What would you say to people who feel like, well, they're not going out, so what do they have to record, or what do they have to share? How can business owners reflect in their message a different kind of communication?
You know, I think engagement is just something that's really big and important to people right now. And I saw a Nielsen rating that video views and content engagement is up like 60 to 75% right now. So there are eyeballs out there. So what people want to see is, they want to see engagement. They want to see, how are you like addressing what's going on? How are you planning to push forward after this is over? People want to see hope, and they want to see that your business is still going to do what it can. And that's something that you can do in a small video, where you're doing a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, whatever it is. You can engage your audience that way. But just basically just keeping it simple, and just letting people know that you're still out there, and that you're ready when the world comes back together to thrive, and you're continuing to thrive during this time, but whenever this all ends, that you're going to hit the ground, and you're going to be ready to go, and you're going to be stronger than ever.
Yeah, and I think that the main tool that I've picked up from you, Patrick, is that the message is, just because we're not going places and sharing off nights out on the town, or ball games, or sporting events, doesn't mean our message cannot be authentic, and that we can't add value just by sharing personal reflections and what this entire experience means to us, or how it's impacting us, because we don't know how we're going to reach somebody else, and how this is affecting their whole landscape. We know everyone's been shaken up and changed, but we don't know the degree or ways, or what they need to hear that might inspire them to keep going forward.
Absolutely. And we all have a common enemy right now in the world, and we can all relate to what we're having to go through. And so sharing things like that is something that's very organic and very, very powerful right now.
Yeah, and one thing, if anything, that history has taught us, is when there is a common enemy, coming out creative and working together, collaborating, is a way in which countries have gone from periods of war or real economic devastation into periods of sustenance and great abundance. So I'm excited to hear that there are leaders like the two of you in e-commerce, sharing your knowledge, being willing to commit to being out here weekly and offering this panel series, which I understand will be moving to Facebook Live, which will be inviting comments. So if you're a business owner out there, you have questions, you have things you want to learn about how to navigate this, challenges you've gone through that you'd like tips on navigating, please bring them forward, and we will be happy to bring you industry leaders and to answer your questions, so we can best support you and add value to your lives through this transition. Again, I'm Richard Listens. Thank you to my guest today, Mr. Yuval Ben Nun, CEO of PPC Winner, and Patrick Hunter, owner of Creative Media. Please reach out to them. How can our guests find the two of you? Please, real quick in closing, Yuval?
They can find me either on our Facebook page of PPC Winner. We have two websites, which is ppcwinner.com or refundwinner.com, which helps basically Amazon sellers to get the refund back from Amazon, whatever money Amazon owes them from missed fulfillment. And of course, I have my email, which is Yuval, Y-U-V-A-L, @ppcwinner.com. And all the contacts will be also on the post beneath for all of us.
Thank you very much, Yuval, and you have a good night rest over there and have a great walk in the morning. Hope you're thinking of us. And Mr. Hunter?
Yes, I'm currently actually building a brand new website right now, so I won't release the link to that, but I will say that you can go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/creativemedia. I will also drop some links in the description of these videos for all three of these gentlemen that are here on the panel. So if you want to connect with them, you can also, it'll show up on screen, but it will also be in the links below. And just reach out to us, and all three of us are happy to accommodate your questions.
Anytime. Thank you, everybody. Again, Richard Listens, Instagram, Facebook. Check it out, subscribe, and take a look at my new patreon.com/Richard Listens page. Look forward to seeing you next week for another edition. And thanks for tuning in. I'm Richard Listens.
Bye for now.
Thanks for having us. Bye-bye.